The Great Pyramid of Giza. History and speculation. Within it, the spiritual eye sees forms not now of earth. The ear is supernaturally quickened, and the heart pulses in sympathy with the men that were and are. It is not the object of undefined dread, but of nameless soul attraction. To such enthusiasts, the pyramid is alive, and they wait anxiously for expected revelations from it. Those there have been, and still are, who regard that building as suggesting what it did to the Cambridge Christian Advocate, Mr. Hardwick. There, if ever, says he, we may hope to find the master clue which is to guide us through the intricacies of primeval history, reveal afresh the hopes and fears which then were struggling in the human bosom, and resolve for us, it may be, many an arduous problem which concerns the origin, the early wanderings, and the final destiny of man. Or the present, we have to dismiss romance and sentiment, and discuss the material question of the pyramid itself. Strong as it is, the embodiment of strength, it is not everlasting. The elements may prove to be kinder than man. The almost cloudless skies of Egypt have smiled upon the ruins of the old land, as if cherishing the remains of what the destroying hand of man has spared. As contending sects in the primitive days of Christendom not only destroyed life, but the books of the opposite party, so rising dynasties of Egypt have sought revenge in the destruction of edifices erected by their adversaries. Every change of religion has meant the mutilation of art symbols. The god dethroned spiritually beheld his very name removed from monuments. It has been the habit to abuse the Turk for the ruin of ruins in Egypt. History does not substantiate the charge. The cultured Semitic race, the Saracens, are more open to the reproof. Turkish pashas have ruled since Western European travelers visited the Nile, and not until the days of Mehemet Ali of the European Albanian race were these devastations known to any great extent. Mr. Glidden declares that, until 1820 little, injury had been done to the ruins, and this vandalism has followed the presumed law of progress. The crushing of these glorious trophies of ancient civilization has been in accordance with Western ideas. Money was to be made. Money must be made. Money can be made by the breaking up of temples and the using of their stones for sugar factories. And the progressive and much extolled Pasha broke up the temples and raised the sugar houses. In the sad lament of Mr. Glidden and his appeal to the really civilized for moral help against the barbarian, we read that 3 temples went to build the factory of Essen Pound, a part of Dendera Temple for a saltpeter factory, the Temple of Abydos for a bridge, the Temple of Latu for a key, and that the very chambers of the Nilometer were invaded. The Temple of